Zoom sex.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special edition of the emails. I didn't tell Andy what we're going to do because I wanted it to be spontaneous and I wanted his reaction to be honest and real.
You didn't do an old Steve.
And real.
All right.
Eddie's. Because I wanted in real time and in honest time for his reaction.
Spears and Steinberg.
You know what the fuck it is?
Aries and Andy. Chew and the jerk.
You know it's time to get this work.
The real raw, gutter, uncut cocaine. No political corrections.
Always sleep.
Fuck being awoke. We discuss politics and jokes.
Scribe, we lit.
There's levels to this shit. Before you was sucking on your mama's tit.
Aries Spears don't give a fuck.
We talk about race a lot, racism,
Sexism.
Much love to my loyal bitch bag holders.
Rollers, clip loaders.
We got them in the folders.
The whole world on our shoulders.
Spears and Steinberg.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And y'all know me. I only get excited about a couple things. Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Gemma, pussy in general, and food. And this email is the Gemma pussy of emails. This makes my dick hard. Oh, boy. I want to call this episode the Ronald Williams Chronicles. Because we're going to start out, we're going to play this right. We're going to start out not reading anything that has to do with Ronald Williams. But the momentum, when I start reading the Ronald Williams emails, because there's some from women, there's some from men, there's siding views, opposing views, there's Ronald Williams himself, and then what I like to call the mystery guest. We have a mystery guest email. So I'm excited about this. Oh, fucking Steve! All right. Steve coming out of that in 3, 2, 1. Like I said, y'all, we're going to say the best for last. So we're going to start out slow, let the momentum build, and then we are going to money jizz shot all over your chest. Oh, boy. First one comes to us from our girl. My Sherry Amore, pretty little girl that I adore. You're the only one my heart speaks for. How I wish that you were mine. Let's have some fun with our girl, Big Daddy. Shamor, more movie questions. Hey guys, Aries, you were so mad after my Gemma and MJ question. You didn't finish my email, so I'll put it here at the beginning. Rest in peace to Shannon and sending my condolences to our girl AB. Special shout out to my guys Ranfoots, Keon, and Kulsh, and my cousin Randy. I recently found out he's a longtime listener too. I really enjoyed Mayor of Kingstown. Only character I didn't like was his mom. You know what I mean? I found her to be a bit shrill and condescending. She got on my nerves. I've always liked Jeremy Renner and thought this was a great role for him. I hope there's a second season. I'm not surprised most women didn't respond to Ronald's email. I can only speak for myself, but after he doubled down, I didn't think anything I said would change his mind or his ex-wife's vision, so left it alone. I hope I'm not banned from asking questions because I have another movie question. Baby, you will never be banned. You will always have an eternal, infinity motherfucking pass. You got that, goddammit? Because you the bitch in the side seat with the chopper. I hope I'm not banned. What are some movie cliches, tropes or troops? Tropes. I didn't know that. Thanks, Andy. Tropes that drive you crazy. Of course, I have more, but here are some of mine. Available parking right in front of a building, especially in major cities. Oh, I love the second one she puts. The sound a knife makes, the shring noise when it is pulled out of a waistband. A woman cutting her hair to show trauma or transformation. A beautiful, successful woman falling in love with a schlub. And my last one is tired and hacky lines we've heard too many times. For example, a man asks how long it's been since they've seen each other, and the woman replies, 4 years, 5 months, and 3 weeks, but I'm not sure. What are some of yours? Much love to the rest of the ANA family, and hope everyone has a great week. The thing of where the woman goes 4 months or whatever, 4 years, 5 months, 3 weeks, I don't know if that's a cliche. Because women, y'all calculate. Y'all like, y'all calculate shit. Y'all like almanacs. Y'all just keep facts and whip them out when it works best for you. I love the knife sound. You hear that, and not just the, what she described it, coming out of a waistband. Whenever there's the movie where there's a killer in the house and somebody has to grab the butcher knife to protect themselves out of the knife.
Out of the wood block, yeah.
The wood block, you hear, schling. I'm going to tell you the cliche that burns my dick. And I know I mentioned when me and Andy did the episodes where we talked about movie cliches, is the one, for the love of God. When people are driving and they violently yank the wheel from 10 to 2, which shows I'm driving because I'm moving the wheel, but the car's still. Everyone that is driven knows if you move that wheel an ounce of an inch, the car moves with it. When the fuck is somebody gonna say in movie, like if I was a producer and I was shooting a movie, I would say to my actor, listen, for the love of God, don't move the fucking wheel. Just put your hand on it and stay still. If you're making a turn, move accordingly. But if we're driving straight, don't move the fucking wheel. That burns my dick. Because I'm just going, it's so stupidly false. In Bad Boys, the scene where Martin, after they try to shoot out and get Tia Leone the first time, and she's at Will Smith's crib that he's posing as his own. When he leaves with her, and this is just there's a shootout, it's night, this shit is frantic. This nigga's in the car. I mean 10 to 10 to 10, like a fucking windshield wiper. And the car is still. I hate that fucking cliche. Any that bother you? What do you know of?
It's what I hate about all Hollywood movies, and this is the cliche. This is the method of writing. It's the obstacle, the trauma, whatever the lead character is, and then the darkness, and then he gets through it, and everything's good. And that's the formula of movies, and I hate that. I hate. That's why I always say you can tell what's going to happen in the movie because they're just running that regular standard.
It's formulaic.
Yeah, they're just going to, like, okay, because he has to have an obstacle. He has to have a challenge.
Right.
So he gets the challenge. And then there's that moment where he's almost broken, or he's broken. And then someone says something to him, and then it's the light goes off. And then, you know.
He has his, what do they call that? His
arc?
Arc.
Yeah, then he just has that dun-dun-dun moment, and he.
Yeah, but you don't think that that's more attributed to, they have to tell the story. There has to be a beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't come back from the problem. That's why I like those movies that sometimes are more obscure, that that don't follow that rule.
Like the Bill Murray weird ass movies.
Well, the movie where the guy is okay, and then he gets the challenge, and then he dies. That's okay with me, because sometimes in life people die.
Right.
I don't like it when
I see what you're saying, because like Seven, for me, Seven.
Yeah.
There's no happy ending about that at all.
No. And that's
right.
And you weren't expecting it, and it takes you to a different place.
I see what you're saying.
But Hollywood likes to follow that we overcome, we conquer, and then it's happy. They want a happy ending because they want.
So you don't like sitcom movies? No,
I don't like things that don't feel real to me. We all, and everybody like this is the two sides of this coin. Everybody has trauma, and we're all trying to get through shit together. We all are.
Right.
And so at the end of the movie, they try to make it nice so that everybody's happy, so that when you leave the theater, you're in a good mood. I'm going to go. But the truth is, we're not all happy. We're all getting our ass kicked.
Yeah, that's why I said half-hour sitcom movies.
Yeah, where they
right.
And then they wrap it up neatly in the last 3 minutes.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
It's over here, and then it just goes. I hate all that. I hate anything that when you're watching it, you can predict what's going to happen next, because they're just trying to follow the formula and the amount of time that they have left to tell the story.
So is that why you like Get Shorty?
I like Get Shorty.
And it doesn't do that?
Get Shorty it did it, but it did it in a way that they were telling like 3 different stories.
Right.
And it in the end, it worked out for John Travolta's character, but it didn't work out for Franza. Is that how you say his name? Dennis Franz.
Is Dennis Franz.
Is it that guy? That's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't work out for him.
Right.
So they had different stories go. That's why Quentin Tarantino movies are
okay.
cool.
Now I see what you mean. Because I was going, but that's got to be in the movies to tell the story and complete it. But I know what you're saying now. When you think Quentin Tarantino, those movies that Bill Murray makes, a lot of those weird movies that he makes.
It just doesn't really have an ending because life doesn't have an ending.
Well, it does.
Well, it does, but that's not the movie that Hollywood wants to make.
Right.
Because, but you know what I mean? I like those movies that keep you guessing. I hate when I'm in the theater and I go, this is going to happen. I sit down sometimes with Tara and I feel bad for her because I'll sit down in a movie because we used to go to the movies a lot back when we lived in Arizona. And so I'd see the first 10 minutes of the movie. I go, this is what's going to happen. That guy's going to do this is going to happen, that. And then we sit there and I just sit there irritated and watch the whole thing unfold that way.
Sweetie, I couldn't agree with you more about, and we said this when we talked about it. The mother I hated her the way Andy hated the wife on Ozark. I hated that.
You did
mother.
hate her. You just felt like she was abused by the earlier relationship she had with the father.
Whiny, fucking. I feel you. I wasn't a fan of the mother either.
She played the part well though.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to. I don't think you are supposed because you want to like the bad guy in this because Renner is kind of the bad guy.
Right.
And she's kind of a good guy, but you rather have a bad guy that's getting shit done than a good guy that's just whining.
Right. Thank you for that, Shamar. Big Daddy. Homie from Pakistan. Zarman Imran. Oh, we got fucking Pakistan.
And he's laying down bars just with his name.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, what up, A&A? Hope you guys are great. Aries, I first saw you on YouTube back in 2010, 2011 days when YouTube scene was just getting up. And where I'm from, we didn't have strong hardware or internet back in the day. And I'm a fan ever since. Watched all your Mad TV sketches, and your Shaq special was your best set. And I recently discovered your podcast about a year ago. I know I'm late, right? LOL. I can't find anything on Andy, though, so help a brother out. I tried to write carefully, so I hope I don't get a $10 a lot of money. LOL. Also, have you ever heard of Pakistan before, or have you met people from there? God bless. Doing great. XO. I've definitely heard of Pakistan. I've never met anybody from there, but
do you take Uber?
Yeah.
You met someone from Pakistan.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, there you go. But from what I hear about you guys are the bomb. So
it's two of them are in there. Two of them are in there already.
So yeah, brother. Listen, man. I know this is my ignorance. And I will go. I mean, I Abu Dhabi, Dubai. I'd be nervous because, the stereotypes, but I heard that Abu Dhabi and Dubai is one of the richest places on the planet. And it's so not anything to fear. But Pakistan, nah, I think I'm good.
As far as me go, I took a lot of stuff that I had on the internet.
He said as far as Migo. That nigga turned into Mississippi.
Migo. Never heard of Migo? As far as I go.
Right.
Is that now and then I go.
As far as Migo. Go ahead.
I took a lot down because I was supposed to do this album. I'm still in the works, but it's not out. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put some stuff back up this next month. I have a bunch of hours that are recorded. So maybe I'll throw some stuff on.
Would you ever go to Pakistan?
Yeah, I'd go anywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
No trepidation, no.
Yeah, of course. But, I'd still go.
Yeah, I don't know, brother. I don't know, man. Fuck that. I don't want. He said he didn't catch me till YouTube. It'd be ironic. I go there and end up on YouTube. If you want this black American buck, you send us money. We kill him.
No one wants me, so I think I'd be fine. I have no value. I could walk around. I would love to go all the way.
You look like if you got the right tan, you could be one of them motherfuckers.
Let's see, I get tan. I get tan quick. Look at my. I'm already getting.
You already got,
and that's from just being inside the house.
Right. You already got the beard terrorist starter kit.
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan Pinner, Charlotte show. A&A, what's popping, my guys? I do HVAC in Charlotte. What's HVAC?
Air conditioning and heating.
Oh, okay. North Carolina, and been sweating my balls off. It's hot and I'm tired, boss. Sound like an old black man. Man, I've been doing this. I'm tired. I'm hot, boss. In my Claude. Oh, we wrote in my Claude from Life Voice. I heard y'all gonna be in the city in July. If it's any way me and my girl could get some tickets for her birthday, please let me know. I will buy all merch y'all pull up with if that gets Andy's beak wet. LOL, joke. Please let me know if I can make that happen. I would love to surprise her. Thanks in advance, B. Absolutely, Ryan. Hit me on Instagram. You know when we're there?
Where's the
It's
silverware?
in Charlotte.
That's in like 2 weeks. That's in like 2 or 3. I think it's 2
Is
weeks. Yeah, I can look it up while you keep going.
Hit me up on Instagram or remind me via email literally the day or two before you want to come to the show so that I can remember and make sure I hook you and your lady up. You ain't got to buy merch, but you got to tell her to give me a shot of that there pussy.
You got to buy my merch.
You don't want the pussy.
I have this. I have one. That's all I have is one.
That's all you need.
That's all I need. I only have one. You said Charlotte?
Yeah. It's Comedy Zone, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be the 28th through the 30th of July, the end of the month.
There we go. So hit me up, dog, on a day or two before the night that you know you want to be down there, and I will take care of you. Knuckle. Devin Johnson. Waiting to see Aries. I wanted give an example of a B-list movie. I wanted give an example. Well, you gave me a B-list sentence, so it's only right. That Aries can dominate. Tyra Banks is a model that once had a TV show where models walked to runway and magazines. The movie name, this is the dude who I think creatively is trying to keep sending us jokes and premises. He's the one that did the Eggo joke, remember?
Okay.
The Lego Eggo.
Yeah.
Yeah. The movie's name is And Pose. And here is the preview. Tyra Banks is hosting a fashion show where she will be showing the world's biggest diamonds mixed with fashion. She invites her boyfriend, Aries Spears, a wealthy potato chip company owner. Halfway through the fashion show, Aries is eating a bag of chips when 3 Italians walk by Aries' seat, then towards the exit, and bumps him. As Aries continues to eat the chips, he notices that the Italians drop something in his bag. Aries says, "Who put this clear Mr. Potato Head in my bag of chips?" "Andy, did you do this?" LOL, because of Andy was in Toy Story with Mr. Potato Head. Tyra Banks runs to the stage to explain to the people in media that the diamonds are gone. Aries and Andy spend the rest of the movie fighting the Italian and getting the diamonds. Aries' favorite movie line for the movie is, "You like my outfit, motherfucker? It's Fashion Week, bitch." While showing his fighting ability and different outfits. Preview over.
I like the outfit thing. I could see, I could see you doing the cat, like,
Right.
and just
"You like my outfit, motherfucker?
Yeah, just-
It's Fashion Week, bitch."
just
Right.
fixing the collar every
And then-
time.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that part I like. You got that one's
Right.
good.
Okay. What about the diamond in the bag of chips?
I don't know about that, but I think if you're in the next movie you get,
Yes.
no matter what it is, no matter what character you're playing,
Yes.
you should have a small bag of chips on just to give him a little nod. Just like, like Brad Pitt when he was always eating them, yeah.
I like that. That's a nice ode. I like that. That's nice.
Just a little bit of chips.
Yeah. Terrell Allen.
Like you're eating the chips, right?
Yes.
And you walk by me, right? And you just wipe your hands like on me, like
Right.
that. And I go, "What the fuck, dude? Why
the chip dust.
You go, "I can't do that to me. This is Fashion Week, bitch."
God damn. It's coming together.
Yeah, see?
We got one scene.
We got one.
800 more to go. Terrell Allen. Martin Lawrence, please read my email. What's up, ANA? First time emailing in, but day one listener. I love this podcast. Y'all help make my work days much easier. Now, I was just wondering, have you guys seen the Martin reunion yet? It was amazing, and the tribute to Tommy Ford, who played Tommy on the show, was a tear-jerking moment. What is you and Andy's top 5 Martin Lawrence movies? I enjoy the podcast. Keep doing the motherfucking thing. I will be at both shows at the Comedy Zone next month. Can't wait. I always said I enjoy Martin more in movies than I did the Martin show. without a doubt, I don't know if I have a top 5. I'd have to think about it. And even if I thought about it, I just don't know that I have a top 5. But I definitely loved Martin in the first Bad Boys. I thought he was fucking hilarious. He stole the fucking show. Martin, to me, is like, he has what Vince Vaughn and Jason Bateman have in regards to reactionary comedy. Martin gives some of the best reactions to shit and situations that I think are brilliant. Just like with stand-up, there's many aspects of stand-up levels in terms of crowd work, material, if you do it, impressions, political humor, blue humor, family-friendly humor. There's just different layers. And with acting, I think that's one of the layers, is not just acting, but reacting. And when it comes to reacting, comedy-wise, Martin's a beast, man. I love Martin. But the reason why I say I don't know if I have a top 5, because outside of Bad Boys, I'm struggling to pick one, pick some. Again, not that it's a top movie, but in Black Knight, his reaction to the king. I've mentioned this when he said, "I want to learn more about your people. You want to learn about more about my people. You start by moving the dog from the table." That line, Roscoe Jenkins, welcome home, Roscoe Jenkins, when he had to fight with Monique. Oh my God. Girl, if you don't get your big Butterfinger eating ass, that whole fight. My favorite moment in that movie is with Michael Clark Duncan, when he says something about his kids eating chitlins and being fat. And Michael Clark Duncan gets upset and kind of, beats up to Martin. And he makes a step towards Martin, and Martin goes, "Why are you approaching me? It's just the little thing. Why are you approaching me?" It's the little things that he does that I love. So, but as whole movies, yeah, I don't know.
I just have my favorite because it affected me in my life, which was House Party.
Yeah.
And it's only because that was the
Right.
introduction to Martin for me.
Right.
And that movie resonated with me in a way that's like different, because when I was young, I bought it on VHS and I would watch it at least once every 2 weeks, just
Right.
because I used to. There's just little lines, and when you talk about reaction and everybody in there, no one was really like this big actor at the time,
Right.
so everybody was, I don't know. There's something about that. And
He's a scene stealer.
Yeah.
Like Martin can steal a scene.
Yeah.
And that's a great quality to have in a movie, because if you can steal a scene by yourself, that means you can probably do the whole movie and carry one. Yeah, he's a scene stealer. Mike Epps to me is a scene stealer. There's so many moments with Mike where he says one-liners and says certain things that you fucking remember. Again, I know people like to give him flack comedically, but Kevin Hart, he knows how to steal a scene. One of my favorite scenes is with him and Malaco, I forget the brother's name, but Malaco something in 40-Year-Old Version, when they're in the Intertech store.
And he's the gangster.
And he has that moment, and he said, "Nigga, we fuck dwarfs in the ass." Manico said, and Kevin said, "Is this your man? Well, then he gonna get it too." And then Steve Crow goes, "What did I do? It don't fucking matter." And he goes, "All these big words you throwing at me, I don't know what they mean, so I'm gonna take them as disrespect." And he said, "Don't be my nigga, be my Negro." And Malaco goes, "You wanted a nigga? Nigga here." Like, that whole fucking scene is just dynamite. It's dynamite.
I would love to see the outtakes, because I'm.
Yeah.
You know that they had to run that like 10 times.
Oh yeah.
All
And
different.
I heard that. Of course, and that's one of those, again, comedic moments where you go, "No one wrote that. That's them. And Judd Apatow said, he said, hey guys, he gave them the blueprint of what the moment was and said, go. And Kevin is a genius, and Malaco, for that dude not to be a comedian, has great comedic timing and comedic sensibility. So those were two dudes playing pickleball. Those were two guys having a jam session, and magic was made. That's why I said, I just know in Beverly Hills Cop, Eddie Murphy, Ramon, tell him I have Herblich Simplex 10. No one writes that. No writer wrote that. That's Eddie. That's the genius of Eddie. So Mike, Martin, Eddie, there's certain dudes, man. They know how to work with that shit when you give them the chance. You give them a blank canvas, they make art.
That's why I still like buying DVDs sometimes,
right?
Because they have the edits.
Yeah,
you know those sometimes are better than the movie.
Yeah. Well, I thoroughly enjoy, and you could see it on YouTube, the outtakes of Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin. Them outtakes, you know, again, Anthony Anderson flubbed the line, and Eddie Murphy went, "What's wrong? My stash too big?"
Yeah, that's good.
They're in the car, and Eddie's cell phone goes off. And he answers it. Yeah, I know it's 1946. I'm the first one to have this. I'm the first one to have this. What a genius line for that moment.
Yeah, when you know it's going to be thrown away anyway.
Right. He goes, say some more shit. Eddie said to Martin in the car as they're driving on the highway. And he goes, say some more shit. I'll get out here and whoop your ass. It'd be 40 minutes for somebody to come up. And I don't know if you have to be a comedian to understand how brilliant that is. He knew the moment. He knew the sense of the moment. Like, dude, there's nobody on this desolate road. I will beat your ass. It'll be 40 minutes before somebody come up. You ever fought somebody for 30 seconds? For 30 seconds of straight swinging. Yo, you tired. That nigga said 40 minutes. He's gonna whip your ass for 40 straight minutes, nigga, till somebody comes up.
Because his joke stayed in the character that he's playing.
Right.
That's what's awesome.
But it stayed within the character, but it also dealt within the reality.
Of what it was.
Yeah. That is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, that's what genius is.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I love the first time I saw outtakes though.
Right.
Burt Reynolds, when he was doing Smokey and the Bandit, they used to play those outtakes. Do you remember that as a kid? No.
I remember Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, they would play when they would roll in the credits.
Right.
Every once in a while, somebody comes along and Marvel did it by having the Easter egg at the end of the. But no one used to watch the credits, but then they would put these little the edits, the outtakes in on the as they were rolling the credits,
right.
And so you would watch the credits, and those were always the funniest parts,
right? And again, that great moment, and you can see it on YouTube. When Eddie said to Martin, when they're both old men and they're in the bed, and before Eddie cut the lights off, and he goes, he said, "You got something brewing. I know it." He goes, "You got something up your sleeve, nigga." And then at one point he say, Don't go to bed too hard. Night, nigga." And he cut off the lights. And he said, Martin said something about, "Yeah, with your weak ass bladder," in character to Eddie. He goes, "Boy, you Bucky, you might piss yourself. You might piss on yourself." And Eddie said, wait, if I do, I take sheets and I put them on to you. And Martin loses it. You could see it even in the dark. Martin starts dying. That shit is just, and to me, I've always said, yes, it would be a dream come true. I would have to pinch myself. I'd have goosebumps going, I'm doing a movie with Eddie Murphy. But those moments is what I would live for. To go, I made Eddie laugh. Eddie made me laugh. What is more validating as a comedian than to go, you just made Eddie Murphy laugh, yo. Oh my God. That's having fun.
Yeah.
You'd have fun shooting the movie regardless. But the outtakes, oh my God. Oh. All right. Just Love Chico's. My boy Just Love Chico's. What up, Papi? What up, guys? Hope all is well. So, Aries, we all know you have this huge love and fandom for Gemma. I think I know how you can get Gemma's attention. I know you must have DM'd her 1,000 times, but let's try one more time with this message in it. Tell Gemma, hey, sweetheart, I want to ask you a question. Can I nut in your butt? Then call CPS and tell them you got my kids hostage in a crack house. I promise that will be a buzzer beater swish. I tried that on at least 6 girls and they all laughed. I'm flabbergasted how there are so many people supporting Right Hook Ronald and his ways. I truly understand the way your ex did you was fucked up, but just walking away from that would have prevented you from anything, Ron. Sorry to hear about losing one of our AA members. She will be missed, even though we didn't know her. We will keep her name alive. But guys, anyways, I'm done with this. Have a great day, y'all. Did you get what he said?
Which part?
The nut in your butt and the CPS?
No, I didn't.
All right. So he says, can I nut in your butt? Then call Child Protective Services and tell them you got my kids hostage in a crack house.
Got you.
And that way they can get a hold of her for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think first she'd have to laugh. Because if she laughed, then that means there's a chance. But if she doesn't laugh, then I just came off like the world's biggest pervert.
He said it worked 6 times.
Yeah, he said he told 6 girls that and they laughed.
Yeah.
So.
Did he get it though? All 6 times?
I don't know if he was aiming for it. But, he said what he said. Dude, I'm telling you, y'all, if I ever get a chance to smash Gemma, I will stick both my fingers in a pussy, do a circular motion, pull it out, and I will let everyone smell it for 2 weeks. I won't wash my hands. I'll give Andy first dibs.
Smell my finger. Smell my finger.
And smell what Brontosaurus pussy smell like. Oh God. I wouldn't know what to do with my goddamn self. I swear to God.
What if she said you could have it, but you got to retire and you got to stay and take care of me? You'd have to take care of her.
Retire stand up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do it, brother.
She'll give it to you every single night.
I'm bound to this oath, nigga. Well, listen, if I was already super successful, money in the bank, and didn't have to, and I was pushing like old age, older age. Yeah. But I ain't got what I wanted yet. So fuck that.
Okay.
I'm true to this, man. Okay. We're almost there, folks. We're almost there.
And we're doing this a day early because Aries really wanted to get this out.
Yeah, I there's very few things that make me get out of bed naked. And this was one of them. Salute. It's Leslie V. I ain't heard from him in a while.
Yeah.
Salute. It's Leslie V. Double A. What's up, OGs? I miss talking to y'all. How's the families doing? Meaning how is Andy and his kids? Also, how is Aries and his family, aka baby mamas? LOL. Rest in peace, Shannon Moore. That hurt me when I heard the recent emails episode from Pleasanton. Junebug Spade mentioned the guys need a group name. Yes, we do, Aries. I hope I don't sound like a punk, but it's cool to see our emails. It's like you are a friend of ours, even though we are all strangers. It would be dope for the Spearsburg community to unite on social media. Imagine the bitch badges and all the loyal listeners united. We can get the views up. He can get Aries and Andy more recognition. Sorry for the caps. I appreciate you both. Salute from Brooklyn. Have a nice day. Thank you, Les. I got to think of a cool name, man.
How about Balls Brigade?
I'm not mad at that. The Balls Brigade boys.
Yeah.
The bitch badge holders and the Balls Brigade boys. Look at this. Yo, y'all, I don't know if you hear it. Stop for a second. Be quiet and listen. You hear it? You know what that sound is? Andy's dick getting bigger. You can hear the growth, nigga. Oh, because it was quick. It was quick. I like that. What's it called? The
Balls Brigade Brothers.
Brothers. Brothers or boys?
Brothers or boys. Whichever one you want.
The bitch badge holders and the Ball Brigade Brothers. I like that.
I like
that
brothers.
Sounds like a club. Yeah. Who is it? Yeah, I was wondering if I can come in. What's the code word? Bitch badge holders and Ball Brigade Brothers. Come on in. Love it. The Ball Brigade Brothers. That's nice. Oh, boy. And when I read this last email from the mystery guest, it's going to be Avengers! Assemble. Dun, 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 dun.
We should get you a little, what's the thing called? Like the keyboards, but they call it something else.
We should get me the cheesy shit from the 80s. It was part guitar, part piano.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Those
Oh,
kind
one
of
of those?
synthesizers.
Is that what it's called?
Well, yeah, there's the guitar synthesizer and then there's the regular keyboard synthesizer.
No, the one is that looks like a guitar
Yeah.
that you wear on your chest.
Yeah.
And you play the piano.
Yeah.
I should get that. That way I can go bum, bum, bum,
Yeah.
and look cheesy as a motherfucker. All right. This is from Xavier Henderson. Mr. Anderson. Episode 372, Hold Your Fire. What up, Aries and Andy? Listening to the pod today, I was a bit irked by Andy's usage of the term woke community and talking about the whole Gerard Carmichael comment. I don't... Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Oh. It's like that was a fart from my mouth. Sometimes my lips double as my ass so that when I fart, it goes out. But when it comes to gay cock, it goes in. I figure that's just less painful if it goes in one place as opposed to two. All right. All right. I don't mean to be the word police or anything or be super sensitive or anything like that. But it seems to me like every time woke is used, it's used like a detractor term, like minority and special interest groups for something they really mean, like the Chappelle Show skit, that the white media uses a lot of cough, cough, Fox News cough. To me, it seems cowardly to use woke in place of something soft, politically correct, black, gay / LGBT plus or feminist. I feel like Andy is better than that to say what you really mean. The term woke to me has been thrashed by white media and the internet from what it originally meant when it was coined by the black community. Woke always meant aware and enlightened, like a lot of these podcast episodes are, despite the fuck being woke in the new intro. Long rant short, the fuck you mean by woke community? Keep up the real shit though, Xavier.
Well, first of all, when you said you hate to be the word police, and then
You got another water?
No.
Damn. All right.
You said you hate to be the word police, and the first thing you did is be the word police, and then use woke to defend why you're being the word police. There is, you said coined by the black community, okay, but the word is no longer in just the black community, and a lot of the people who...
It's been gentrified.
And when they take that word, they're not using it the same way that you might have gotten behind the word. Now, it's just in the ethos. It's just part of the system now. It doesn't have the same meaning that it had before. And what it has is a lot of woke, wannabe woke people. How's that? Does that clarify it better? When I said it in the way that I said it, I'm talking about a specific brand of wokeness. And that's usually people who don't even understand what they're talking about when they say it. They just have to be the defenders for whatever reason to make them feel better about everything else that's fucked up. That's how I look at a lot of words that are used by people to what they become. And once it becomes part of the vernacular of the of everyone, it doesn't have the same meaning. So you can do whatever you want with that. But I stand by what I said. There is a woke group that is looking at things through a way that I don't think is good for all of us. And if that's not the group that you are in and you want to use the word woke, I just don't think it has the same meaning that it used to have.
Here.
I don't know. Mine could be full of shit, though. If you're in it and you feel like you're woke, I mean... Dude, even if you have to be, if you're woke, if you feel that you're woke, I don't think you're woke.
Well, I like that you said you talking about being a woke police and then you were the woke police.
Yeah. So, I mean, you answered the question yourself when you do that. I don't know. I don't know.
Darius Davis. Back like I never left. What's good, my guys? I haven't wrote in a little minute. Just been listening and learning. Yo, Aries, the comedic timing on that Shannon joke was perfect, and she definitely would have loved it. To Unc Andy, the black delegation wants you to get more animated and not just when it's an intense conversation. You funny as fuck. Just let that shit fly, my G. I had an argument with my girl, And she kept cutting me off. And I was like, nah, why you get to go? Laugh out loud. Lastly, I pride myself on being an emailer that always make y'all crack up. And with that being said, you know how we used to ball up a piece of paper, shoot it, and yell, Kobe. Well, when niggas about to hit they bitch, they should yell out, Ronald Williams. Laugh my ass off. Peace and love. Oh, that's great.
That's pretty funny.
That's great. Well, it's building. I think it's time.
It's the momentum's there.
The momentum's there. Avengers assemble. Okay. Let's start with Joshua Pillow and bleed into this.
Joshua Pillow?
Joshua Pillow.
I never heard the last name Pillow before.
Yeah. Joshua Pillow. You never heard the last name Pillow?
I'm sure Mr. Pillow, who invented the pillow, his last name was Pillow.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think of a joke, but I can't. All right. Movies, TV, all kinds of shit. Hello, Aries and Andy. I was thinking about what y'all were talking about with the Gerard Carmichael comments about Dave Chappelle. I don't agree with Gerard, but I can see his point of view. Chappelle does have other things that he has done that define him as a comedian/actor. But like anything else, there are things we do that can eclipse all of that. And then he makes a good point here. I don't know that I agree totally, but he makes a good point here when he says, for example, if we were to talk about Bill Clinton, are we thinking about how he was a good president, or is the thing that we think about first the Monica Lewinsky situation? I believe that to some right now, Chappelle's legacy is being tainted by the trans jokes. I don't agree with that, but let me go ahead. Right now, he's being defined by those jokes by a group of people who are being overly protected right now. Personally, I don't believe the jokes said in the special were all that inflammatory. I do believe that our society is doing the same. Our society is woke. I do believe that our society. Do you hear?
Yeah.
I do believe that our society is doing the same thing it does with any other minority group. Provide the illusion of inclusion through fake empathy, the knowledge of knowing when to clutch pearls, hang/swing heads, and give a wag of the finger. Eventually, the LGBTQ community will be able to be completely joked on like the rest of us, but that won't be until another minority comes about. Probably aliens, sex robots, people who like to be treated like animals, or some other shit. Have y'all watched the Nick Cage movie, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent? That movie is pretty good. Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal did a good job in that movie. I would also like to know if y'all are planning to watch the new Kevin Hart movie of Netflix called The Man from Toronto. I hope it's good. It's by the same people who did the Hitman's Bodyguard films. I know you guys tend to look at a lot of documentaries, and I was wondering if you watch Don't Fuck with Cats, Hunting an Internet Serial Killer. Y'all should watch it if you already haven't. Peace. Couple things. I won't watch that because I'm not a cat guy. And I know what it's about, but I'm an animal guy, yes. But the only pussy I tend to protect is one that talks to me.
So if a cat suddenly developed an ability to say hi to you, you would talk to it more?
I would fuck it. I'm just not a cat dude, man. So I have no interest in that. The Nicolas Cage thing, I'm not really curious about it.
I would like to check it out.
The critics loved it.
I want to check it out.
Incidentally, I watched that movie that you told me about. It took me a long time, but I finally watched it. That movie, Pig.
Yeah, did you like it or not?
It was weird.
It was weird.
Yeah. The Kevin Hart thing, I don't know. I'm funny about watching certain things that I don't know. Yeah, dude. I don't agree with. That was a great point about the Bill Clinton thing.
You're remembered for your lowest moment is usually what happens.
Yeah, but one, I don't think this is a low moment for Dave, and two, you just said it when you said something about the people who won't find it funny or the jokes by a group of people who are being overly protected right now. If the complaint is coming from those people, not to say that I'm trying to sweep it under the rug, but I need it for me to affect his legacy. It's got to come from everybody. And if it's just coming from a marginalized group, I don't count that. Well, of course they're going to be upset. Of course.
But here's the thing that
And for the record, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
A lot of people from that community have stated that they support him. So there's that too. But go ahead.
Well, I don't think that when Gerard Carmichael said this is a weird hill to die on, I don't think if you really look at it and what a comedian's job is, I don't think that this is about the trans community. I think this is about any group that you speak on that you could be canceled. And what is cancel culture? That's another question that Gerard Carmichael kind of was in there a little bit. But the point is, this is about free speech, is really what it is to me. This is about a comedian and his right to take on any group because that's what a comedian is supposed to do. So I don't think this is dying on just the way to say it, on a trans phobic hill that it is being made out to be. I think this is being that he has comments about the community and he has a right to free speech and to be able to make this conversation. I didn't hear anything, and I would like, maybe that would be the thing that would be helpful, is for someone who's trans to break down what his jokes and where they're completely offensive, where they're completely wrong.
Well, I think we kind of did that, though.
But David, we didn't get what
With
was
Nick?
wrong. Yeah, but we didn't really get what was wrong with what Chappelle was saying.
I thought Nick was very specific on some of that.
He did, but there's been 2 more specials since then, hasn't there? Or 1 more special?
No, that was it. Closer. That was the closer.
No, but then he did something else on it. No?
The closer was his last special.
And what did Nick say that was...
I don't remember exactly because it was a while ago, but he addressed one of the things was the J.K. Rowling's.
Yeah, okay, but that was him, and he said maybe and I understand that. That's because he said a turf.
Right.
And I understand that part. And if he identifies as a turf, that would be... But a turf is someone who doesn't agree... I don't, I'm not going to even get into that because I don't know the definition of what the turf is. And I have a loose definition of it, and that's not going to help this conversation. I understood what that was, and that was early. I think the turf statement was in the first special that he did that had...
no, it was in Closer.
No, it wasn't Closer?
It wasn't Closer.
Okay, well, let's leave it in Closer then. So... But that was him relating to Jake. That was him relating to J.K. Rowling over relating to the community itself. I think that's, is that what J.K. Rowling felt is something that a lot of people feel.
Right.
So I think that's where by having these, my nice little word, conversation, or by having a special where you talk about things, that opens the door for more dialogue. And when you have more dialogue, then you can make changes. But I don't see this the same way that Gerard Carmichael does. I think this is a bigger free speech issue. And you have to be able to have people like comedians that are commenting. And this is where I think this community, I do understand, and this is one of the points Nick made, is that, it is an endangered community. They are sought out to harm sometimes. They do suffer from depression, but a lot of groups suffer from depression. So
the black folks have just entered the chat.
Okay. But to be able to comment on all of this is part of the comedian's job. And that particular group right now is, you said it, a very well-protected group right now, where people are actually going out of their way to make sure that group is safe. So I don't feel like they're just on an island and people are dropping bombs on them. People are aware. And if you want to have this conversation where Dave is calling some of the hypocrisy out, I don't see that as the problem. This is the free speech argument that I think is worthwhile. He is not, I never heard once in there about wanting to hurt, not wanting them to be able to live their lives to their fullest. I never heard anything like that. I never heard that he said, I don't want a trans person around me.
Right.
In his special, there is a trans person that's around him. And I get that. We can go to the story where, well, just because you have one doesn't mean that but I never heard.
Well, if you got a trans person as your friend, technically you have 2.
Okay. 2 personalities. Yeah.
You got 2.
You get 2. You got 2 ideas in there. I just never heard that from Dave. I never heard anything that would make me go, oh, he hates trans people.
Right.
So the turf thing that Nick brought up too, as you just said, that was the only thing that was close. But his identity of what turf meant to him and he explained it is maybe a little bit different. So I don't know.
When you said something about in your point earlier, if that's the transgender hill you want to die on,
Yeah.
If someone dies on a transgender hill, was it once a mountain?
A molehill? I don't know. I really understand the protection, but in order to be equal, you have to be open to the criticism and actually the jokes, because the jokes are part of this. We all get made fun of. And we just, I'm going to be honest, black folks have done it better for years.
That's why I said black people have entered the chat.
Yeah, black folks. And I'm going to say it also, Jews done it. After World War II, one of the first movies that was made was The Great Dictator. And it was a whole movie all about, it's not about Hitler. It's about a dictator that's Hitler-like, and they're making fun of it the whole time. This is what we do.
Yeah.
As comics, we make fun of the things that are dangerous. We make fun of the things that we are not sure of. We make fun of the things that are on the unknown, because it opens up the door for everything. I don't know. I'm done. I'm just an idiot. I'm an idiot with a microphone.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
From our girl A.B. Great documentary. Hey, Big Daddies. Oh, shit. I actually stopped.
We should play that Louis Luau song by the Kingsmen.
Louis, what do you mean?
Louis.
Oh, yeah, whenever I burp.
Yeah.
Louis. Oh, we got it, eh? Oh, my. I actually stopped listening to episode 372, Hold Your Fire, because I wanted to watch the documentary. I did, and it was well done. I am glad to see that they have all been released. That situation is a huge example of what my grandmother always said. It is easy to get in trouble. I am certain if they had all the chance to do it again, they would have made different decisions and choices. Thank you for the suggestion. You always keep us on our toes with your thought-provoking topics. As far as the man beater, oh, here he comes. Watch out, girl. He'll beat you up. Oh, here he comes. He's a man. He's a woman beater. I didn't find it necessary to address him. Real men don't abuse women. At the end of the day, every human being in different intimate relationships, gay, straight, etc., have to know that there is a power to walk away. Hitting someone is never the answer. God knows that I have seen domestic violence on so many different levels. It's heartbreaking. Many years ago, before my career in law enforcement, I had an ex-boyfriend that raised his hand to me. Needless to say, I packed my things and left. So many years later, he still doesn't understand why did I make that decision. His response is, I didn't hit you. Negro, please. If I had stayed, the next time he would have. He was testing to see how far he could go. I was the wrong chick. I grew up seeing domestic violence in my home. I promised myself that I would never tolerate that in my life. Never, ever. Anyway, let me get off my soapbox. By the way, when you were talking about Deborah's nipples and areolas in today's episode, I actually thought about sending you a photo of mine. Why didn't you? Send it, baby. Send it. We won't be looking at it as two dudes looking at nudity. It'll be art. It'll go up in the Yasser McQuab Museum. I would love to see your titties and areolas. Wouldn't you?
Well, and I think though, because of her career in law enforcement that she stated,
yes.
you don't even have to tell us which ones are yours. You could send us a lineup of maybe 6 different ones.
Titties.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we could try to figure out which
one is yours. This motherfucker. Everybody, be quiet. Do you hear it?
I think
it's growing. That's the new dick shedding the old skin dick. It's growing, goddammit. We're almost in year 4 of this podcast. It's finally, it took a while, but the Armageddon-like meteor is about to hit Earth called Andy. I love it. You know what would be sexy, AB? If you sent us a picture of your titties and your areolas, but then you painted a badge on your titty. So you are the official skin bitch badge holder. So it's your, put it on your left titty. On your left titty, you got a gold badge painted on. Oh, Lord. Oh. And the nipple could be the dot of the badge number.
The gold badge, then now she's a detective.
I don't give a fuck what she is. As
Well,
long
I'm
as,
just saying the gold badge, I think it's detective.
whatever, as long as the titty show. Give a fuck what you rank. Love y'all. Shout out to the bitch badge holders, old and new. All right, here we go. This is again from our boy Joshua Pillows, but this one bleeds into the momentum. Right Hook Ronald Gemma by Joshua Pillows. Hello, Aries and Andy. On the last episode, everybody, and if y'all see me wiping on the visual part of this podcast, wiping sweat from my brow, I think Andy's air conditioning is not working. And it's hot as a motherfucker. So if I'm sweating like I'm James Brown during a concert, you know why. Please, 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 please. All right. On the last episode, somebody said something about Right Hook Ronald and having a Black Eyes Peas sponsorship. I think Right Hook Ronald should be a playable character in the next Mortal Kombat game. Only catch is he can only fight female characters. And after he gets his 2 hits in, he gets taken to jail. He's not a selectable character. If you pick a male character to fight him, his friendship finisher in Mortal Kombat is that you see him with his head in somebody's lap getting his hair braided. LOL. Oh, I know he ain't gonna like that one. He gonna cut you out. He gonna cut you out.
No.
Oh, seriously though, I don't know when dudes became so sensitive. Have some self-control. Do not let no woman get you out your character. Seems like a lot of dudes these days getting their feelings too quick. P.S. Last week's email, I was trying to make a point about Michael Jordan and some other bullshit, but listening back to it, I don't even know what point I was trying to make. Also, Gemma ain't got shit on my girl, Ravy Loso. And he sent me pictures. Andy, what you think?
Keep going. I like that better.
Than Gemma?
Yeah.
The booty game is strong as a motherfucker. Her face, I don't know. It's a little Gabrielle Union-ish.
What's wrong with that?
No, nothing wrong with it. I'm just,
She's cute.
Yeah, she's cute. I don't like the red hair. That to me is ratchet.
I don't know.
Yeah. Would you fuck her?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Oh, goodness. Y'all hear that?
Wait, let me see it again.
Wait, yeah. Okay.
Let's see it again. If she wears the yellow dress.
Okay, there we go. My man. I was about to say, do y'all hear that? That's the sound of Andy's dick shrinking.
I like the yellow dress, though.
Yeah, she can get it in the yellow dress. She can get it in both outfits.
Yeah, but that yellow dress, that's nice.
Yeah. Okay. Before I continue, I'm going to grab a towel because I keep beating up. And your ear is...
Bum, 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 bum.
Yo, you doing the elevator music? All right. This next one
Ding.
is from Gregory Hayes. He says, Right Hook Ronald is a national treasure and needs to be protected at all costs. Okay. This next one is from Ash A. I'm calling the police. It's your girl, Ash. I didn't even know that this bitch existed. So we got another woman. I love it. Do. Another one. Another pussy bites the dust. Do. Another pussy bites the dust. And another squish. And another whack. Another pussy bites the dust. I didn't really have anything. I'm going off the head. But I definitely like the, oh, here he come. Watch out, girls. He'll beat you up. Oh, here he come. He's a woman beater. All right. I'm calling the police. Hey, it's your girl, Ash. Seriously, guys, I typically don't fuck with the police, but I have to make an exception for this Right Hook Ronald guy. What the actual fuck? And the fact that he has groupies like some weird woman beaters fan club is weird to me. Every time you guys read an email from him, I feel like a battered woman. I have to start Googling the nearest shelter just in case. I hope he gets the help he needs, but he probably won't. Anyway, on to my next topic. I know y'all like docs, so I thought I'd suggest a couple. If you haven't seen them, you might be interested. The first one is a few years old, but it's about character actors who faces you know, but you might not know their names. It's called That Guy Who Was in That Thing. I can tell you right now, I'm going to watch that. That is very intriguing to me. Okay. Which honestly just sounds like Andy every week since he can't remember nobody's name for shit. But that's the actual title. That was great, girl. It's so many guys in there you'll recognize, I'm sure. It gives credit to the guys who have been around for a long time, who may not be household names. It's an easy watch. The second doc is a 4-part series on Netflix about these fucked up ass polygamous Mormons. It's called Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey. This nigga was so fucked up. His dad was 86 and had like 60 wives, but his son was an even bigger monster, and they were making young girls marry these old creeps. Not sure if it would interest you guys, but I know you like crazy shit, and this was some crazy shit. Also, The Boys on Amazon Prime is great. Not sure if y'all watch it, but you should. Andy's a fan of that. P.S. Andy, I'm extremely jealous you get to see Beetlejuice on Broadway. I might be the only one who cares, but after you see it, please at least spend a minute or two talking about it. Just want to know if it's good. I know I fell off for a bit, but I'm going to try to email more often because I know you like to hear from the ladies. And rest in peace, Shannon. Thanks, guys. Ash. I definitely want to check out the one about the character actors. Yeah. Because some of the greatest character actors ever, Gary Sinise, Gary Oldman, Daniel Day-Lewis, and this is where Andy and I would always have the big movie star versus actor debate. You know, those guys are amazing character actors, but they're not movie stars.
Exactly. But, you know, some of them became movies. And then some of them lost their career, too. Of course, I'm going to forget his name because I'm trying to bring it up. But American Beauty, what was his name?
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey was a character actor at first.
Yes.
Because he didn't look like a guy who could carry a lead.
Right.
And that's part of Hollywood, too. They want guys that look like they carry a lead.
Leads, yeah. Guys with square jaws.
So,
and dimples. And white. That doesn't hurt. Bobby Patterson, by the way.
I was looking for this.
I mean, let me tell you, the best fucking movie stars, kid, have always been the white guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. Denzel Washington, he's pretty good for that color. But a lot of times I watch his movies and, you know, I picture him looking like Tom Brady. Who's the fucking difer?
I was looking for this comedian who wrote a book about being like the character actor and the guy that, you know, he just gets the guest spots on the television shows. And of course,
when did you mention Beetlejuice?
I'm going to go see that when my mom and sister come out. I'm going to go see Beetlejuice.
That's right.
And we're going to go see the Red Sox versus the Yankees. I'm taking my.
Are they playing in New York? Or Boston?
They're playing in New York. They're going to play.
No, I'm going to fucking be there, kid.
Yeah, I'm going to be in the Bronx.
I'm going to fucking be there. I'll be right there in the fucking dugout with the fucking Boston Reds. They're the fucking Red Sox, kid. I got to fucking be there. You'll notice me. I'll have nothing but Tom Brady shit. Sitting in the bullpen of the fucking Red Sox. It's fucking great. They're fucking to die for. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun. I can't wait. I didn't. Beetlejuice was not my pick. It was my sister's pick. We were originally going to go see Mrs. Doubtfire, and then they canceled the.
I think Beetlejuice is a better pick.
My sister said that she wanted to see Mrs. Doubtfire, so you know they're coming out. I have never.
So is this your first Broadway musical?
Yeah, I've never been to a Broadway musical.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right.
I never been to one. I hope I'm going to enjoy it. I did watch Hamilton on Disney.
Right.
But dude, there was some comedians talking about Hamilton and I absolutely loved it. It was so funny listening to talk about I understand why it's important and it's out, but it's not the best rap. There's no one went, "Hey man,
it's hunkies."
No, but it's all Puerto Rican black
doing the rapping.
Yeah, they're all
yeah, because, you know why? Because musicals don't fucking belong with hip hop. Thank God. Dude, there was, I'm sorry.
Biggie could have done a music.
Biggie wouldn't have done a musical. Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z, they would, if they did that, hand in your rap card. They would never violate the culture like that. Let me tell you why it doesn't work. On the CNN things that I loved, where they were talking about TV, and they did the different decades. I don't know if you remember this. In the 90s, Stephen Bochco.
Yeah.
You know who Stephen Bochco is?
Yeah.
For those of you who don't, big time producer at the time, NYPD Blue, LA Law. He was responsible for a lot of big 1 hour dramas.
Crime dramas.
Yeah. They did a show where basically it was called Cop Rock.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
It was an hour-long show about law, cops and shit, street shit, all sung like musicals. And I remember Tom Hanks did the segment where they talked about the rap part. And he said, God, let me get this right. Okay, there was guys in jail. And he said, something in life, you're gonna die. Street life ain't no pizza pie. You understand what I'm saying? And this is niggas singing and doing twirls. And cartwheels. No, yo. No.
But see, someone greenlit that shit though.
Yeah, because you know who greenlit it? Yeah. A white person. Because there are white people in Hollywood that go, oh my God. Somebody white heard that concept and went, oh my God, that's a fucking genius. I see 12 seasons, 42 Emmys, critical acclaim. Dude, they didn't check with no niggas. They didn't have no Mac mittens. You need a Mac mittens. A straight nigga would have told them, nah, yo. Niggas, cartwheels, twerks, pirouettes, what do you call them shits?
Pirouettes?
Pirouettes. Nah, yo, this hip hop. This street life, this drugs, this guns, this drive-bys, this innocent babies getting killed in crossfires.
No, but no. They've done a musical. What was it? What's the musical? Stomp? Was it Stomp or something like that?
That's not the same thing.
But
that's not the same thing.
Okay.
We talking hip-hop, nigga. Ice-T, Ice Cube, yay. Niggas with attitudes. Know what I mean? Son, God, the Wu-Tang. Them southern niggas with your name meal. No, man. Man, imagine that. I'm walking through my life, giving Shorty the biz. But then I said to her, Shorty, what your name is? Nah, no musicals, B. Rap and musicals don't go together. Nah, B. Nah, son. Big no. There's no real legit nigga that would have greenlit that shit.
Okay.
On the other podcast I'm now doing with Gerard, we kind of touched on this a little bit. And then we said, yo, in those 80s eras movies like fucking Death Wish with Charles Bronson, white people were naming the thugs. No nigga calls himself Wrench or Switchblade or Crowbar. That's white people, man. Oh my God, what should we call Street Thug number 3? Oh my God. I've always had this fantasy, this scared fantasy, that a black guy would break into my house and rape me with a wrench. Let's call him Wrench. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, Switchblade, what's up, pipe? Get them hunkies.
T. Ray Davis has that joke about auditioning for a part in front of white people.
Yeah. Were you scared? No, I wasn't scared. I'm telling you, only white people would green light Cop Rock, nigga. And when Tom said it, he said it just like that, and it was so cheesy. He displayed the cheesiness of it. Life ain't no, something, you're gonna die, because street life ain't no pizza pie. Is that not the corniest shit you ever heard?
Well, how else would Tom Hanks be able to deliver that?
I don't give a fuck who do it.
Well, Ice-T do it.
I can't do Ice-T. In the sky, life ain't no pizza pie. Whoever does it, nigga. No. No, I feel dirty. I feel like I should shower after I just said that shit. Put the black back on me.
You don't think those are bars?
Nah, son. Nah, yo. Ugh.
Could you put pizza pie in any rap song?
Ugh. No, nigga.
As we sit here trying to think how you could be hard with pizza pie.
Right. All my niggas in the streets, and niggas gonna die. Niggas hungry. Somebody get a pizza pie. Nah, nigga. Nah. I was chilling with the girl when I looked her in the eye. She said, Biggie, I'm hungry. I said, get a slice of pizza pie. Cheesy. Nah, nigga. Let's just get off this. Let's get back to the beatings.
What's his podcast called? Can we go? You already had a name for it. Or could it be cheesy?
Cheesy, right. Cheesy. Pizza. Alexa Flowers, Right Hook Ronald. In response to Renee's email regarding Right Hook Ronald, fuck that. Keep your hands to yourself. There is no justification for knocking a bitch out. I understand it's coming from a hurt place, but when he continues to write in and wave the flag for these pussy ass men, I have no sympathy. And Andy, I'll speak for myself as to why I wasn't commenting before. It's because I didn't want any light shit on this motherfucker. And then to my surprise, he writes in after and says she asked for it. Shake my head. Okay, back to the laughs. Lex.
Yeah, I agree with that. Aries and I talked about this earlier today. How much light do you keep putting on Right Hook Ronald? But there's some questions out here, and the fact that there's people coming to support, it's more of an interesting conversation, because I thought this was a one and done. We all know what it is, move on. But I was surprised to find out it wasn't. Did we all know what it is?
All right. We are one step away from our surprised email special guest. But before we release that, he wants to speak.
Oh, Right Hook?
Right Hook Ronald. Okay. Steve, of course, play the Right Hook Ronald. Ding, 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 ding. Coming out of that in 3, 2, 1. Now, Ronald actually wrote 3 things, but 2 of them are small and 1 is dedicated to you. So let me start off with the one that's dedicated to you. He says, fuck you, Andy, Captain Save-A-Ho. What up, A&A? First of all, to the email, the bitch, and Anthony. First off, the 2 email, the bitch, and Anthony, fuck y'all. The email guy is saying his girlfriend makes him mad and he'll go in another room and punch the air. Big difference is, shithead, I can deal with my ex-wife, piss me off. But fucking in my bed, disrespect. My bed, disrespect my mother, and taking my daughter away from me, fuck you, and still fuck her. And Andy, why you so worried about my ex-wife? The bitch is doing just fine. I pay her and go on with my day. I'm not thinking about her until I write these emails. So stop making like you don't want people agreeing with me. I'm a regular guy. I don't give 2 shit if people agree with me or not. Like I said, it crazy how the bitch did all the wrong to me. Man, if you beat that bitch up like you communicate, nigga, you's a motherfucker. You throwing some Ali type punches. Excuse me. But people, the bitch did me in the world, but I give her 2 black eyes. Everything she did to me go out the window, but I beat her. I bet. Oh, he said, but I beat if the tables were turned. Damn, nigga, you beating up the words. Tables, yeah. You beating up the words, nigga. He meant to say, I bet if the tables were turned. That nigga beating up his own thoughts. I bet if the tables were turned and she gave me 2 black eye, I would deserve it for fucking in the bed. We share, I'm sorry, I gotta rewind that a little bit. Normally, Andy would say, Asian voice, but now I call it the Manny Pacquiao. So from now on, instead of going Indian, Asian voice, go Manny Pacquiao voice. So let me rewind that. What should I do, Andy?
Rewind that.
No.
Yeah. Manny, I don't like to. It sounds weird. Manny Pacquiao voice.
But you got to hear it, though. You got to hear it.
Okay. I like the Asian voice, but let's hear Manny.
It's still an Asian voice.
Yeah.
It's just Manny Pacquiao. Let me see where I said it. Okay. But I bet. Okay. Everything she did to me go out the window, but I beat if the table turned and she gave me 2 black eye. I wonder if it depends like that. You still like Asian boys.
It's easier to understand.
Okay. What the fuck about? We shared a miss fucking in the bed. We shared, so miss me with all the bullshit. Like I said, I just gave her a reaction to what she did to me, and I did 3 years for it, and I'm still paying for it, and I'm cool with it. Bitches be out here doing all kinds of shit to men, and we are just supposed to take it, and I have had enough of it. Ronald, we are supposed to take it. We just are. I know it sucks. I know it's unfair. But when you just go, and we just supposed to take it, yeah, that's how it works. You know, when you sign up for this choice that wasn't yours to be a man, that's in the rule book. Just like with women, there are certain things that when women sign up for what this is to be a woman, it's just certain things that automatically come with that territory. Is it fair? Nope. Is it fucked up at times? Yes. Women get to get shit because of their tits, how big they are, their ass, for their physical features, how they look. Women get a pass in a lot of things on life. Now, if you're a woman that don't have the goods, that's unfortunate for you. But if you're a woman and you got big tits, fat ass, you're gorgeous in the face, you're curvy in all the right places, there's advantages to that. There's advantages to that. That's the game, baby. It's the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah. You know, when he said, why am I concerned about his woman?
Right.
I haven't thought about her since we recorded the email. But you have, see, Ronald, because you just said in your email that you're still paying for shit that's happened from what you did, what she did, and then you followed up with retaliation. So I'm not thinking about her. You are.
Right.
And you put yourself in that situation. So I'm trying to make sure that other men out there understand that they don't really want to be in your situation. Yeah, you feel good about it. Listen, I don't know. I don't know where the line is. If you were, and I'm only using Holly Holmes because it's the name that came to me.
Who's Holly Holmes?
The boxer, the female boxer.
Holly Holmes. Oh, is she the one that beat up Ronda Rousey?
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you're in a relationship with her and she fucks with you and she smacks you, are you allowed to smack her back? I'm not trying to make any rules here.
No. I know you.
But the reason I'm saying that, then and here's
technically, you're still not supposed to hit a woman. Period. Well, I take that back. Self-defense, obvious self-defense. You got to defend yourself.
But my point is, that's a questionable thing because this person could defend themselves against someone else. She could take someone on. Your situation is, yeah, she fucked a dude in your bed, but that's what she could do. She can't beat you up, and you hit her knowing that she can't beat you up. Do you not understand why that's the problem?
Listen, and that's a good point when you go, if you're married to or you're in a relationship with a Ronda Rousey, a Holly Holmes, Layla Ali, and I gotta say, I don't know her, and I know some dudes are gonna write in. I don't know her first name. I think her last name is Nunez
or Gemma.
Fuck you, Nunez, the UFC or MMA champ.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Who looks like a man in the face, motherfucker. She looks like a man in the face, and I think she's the baddest bitch, record-wise, of all of them. She runs through bitches. If that's your woman, yeah, you might have to just call the police, because she might beat the shit out you. But yeah, if you in a relationship with a woman who is deemed a lethal weapon because of her abilities, damn, do you?
But then at least what I'm saying by this, and I'm not trying to justify beating up a woman because she can't. But now it's fair because she could have possibly kick your ass. Right. I'm talking about, I know this girl fucked with you. She fucked with your head, so you fucked with her physically, which means, Ronald,
well, she fucked with his head and his heart.
Yeah, but what that means is she played chess on you while you're just using physical checkers. You used what you could because she could fuck with your mind. She owned you. That's why you hit her. She worked you to where you were the physical one, where you're the one who went to jail, who went to your life changed. She fucked you when you hit her. She fucked the dude, and then she fucked you because you went to jail. This is all I'm saying to people out there, and you may be okay with going to jail. Most of us would prefer being out of jail. So that's what I'm saying. If you wanted to be on that same plane with her, you should have fucked her friends. You should have fucked every single one of them.
Here's the second one. Aries, thank you for reading my email. I'm not looking for no fan based off you guys podcast. I don't even do social media. I'm just giving you guys my life story about what I've been through. You don't have to read this on the email on the podcast. I just wanted to thank you because I never said it was cool to be the woman. That's what I did. And then lastly, his third one. What's up, A&A? Andy, I am so tired of you saying, let's have the conversation. Everything is not meant for us to understand. Understand it, okay? If we don't agree with how someone feels, someone feels like, what the fuck, dude? Gerard Carmichael already chosen a side, and that's fine. Like, what the fuck do you always want to have a conversation about? Fuck him if he don't like the jokes. And Aries, I have a question for you. The way you look at Gemstar Gemma is how I feel about Cherokee Diaz. Please tell me you smelled her asshole. I would love to know. I would love to know. He's signing off. Right hook, Ronald. No, I didn't. I don't get near everybody's assholes.
You didn't need Cheerios out of it?
Oh, nigga. Corn out of bitch booty hole. No. I don't get nobody. I don't get nobody. And to be honest with you, I don't eat any bitch's pussy. To me, eating pussy is a very selective thing. You know what I mean? I have to really like you, or I have to look at you and be able to feel like I know your shit's not poison. Yeah. And some women based on look, and that could be bullshit because looks are deceiving. And just because you look good don't mean you can't have past the date tuna. But yeah, I'm selective when it comes to eating pussy, man. I just don't, you know what I mean? I just don't bury my face in any snatch. You got to be right for me to push. You know what I mean? All right. Here we are. Drum roll, please, Andy. Give me a drum roll. That sounded like a 1776 march into battle. Because you ended it with the ba.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I felt like this could be a battle.
Okay. Yeah, good. Oh, that was quick. This motherfucker is moving. Are you guys ready for this? This email comes to us from Lisa Lee 84848 at yahoo.com. And its subject is ex-wife. How are you doing, Mr. Spears? I'm Ronald's ex-wife, who he gave 2 black eyes to. The way I found out about your podcast was through a random friend. Meant to say through, sweetie. Maybe you haven't fully healed yet. A random friend of his. And I know who you are because I grew up on you from the Mad TV days. And your co-host, I'm not so familiar who he is. Now let's get down to why I'm writing you this email. And I'm going to be very honest about me and his marriage. We were married for 15 years. I'm from Miami. He's from Portland, Oregon. So we grew up different. Now, what I'm about to say is going to be honest and truthful. Yes, I fucked one of his coworkers because of the last 5 years of our marriage. I was bored with him. Yes, I'd never had to work. He paid all the bills and was a very good husband and father. And from my knowledge, never cheated on me. But he was just very boring. But his coworker was a street dude who for 5 years, whenever we had the chance to get a nut with each other, we did. We got caught fucking was because we were slipping. Now, Ronald did fight his coworker, and no, he didn't hit me that day. So I divorced him and got the house. And again, I'm going to be very honest. I never liked his mother. So one day while I was picking up own child from his mother house, she got in my face, so I spit on her. Wait, what? Oh, no. Oh, no. Dear God, no. Wait a minute. You spat? First of all, I'm going to finish reading this, but spitting on someone is the most disrespectful shit you could do. You spat on a nigga's mama, a black man's mother, who all men kind of hold their mothers sacred. But a black man's mama? Oh, shit. Cut the commercial. Cut the commercial. Steve, cut the motherfucking commercial. Steve, give me some elevator music for 8 seconds. And then I'm going to count us back in. All right, counting us back in. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, my God. Okay. So I spit on her and told him because of his mother, I'm taking him for child support, and I did. Yes, was I wrong? Maybe. But his mother should have never got in our business, and I believe the reason why he put hands on me was I told him, I can't believe I'm telling you guys this. I fucked one of his cousins. And that was the day he gave me the 2 black eyes. He should have never put his hands on me. We wasn't together when I did that, but I knew it would hurt him. Now, granted, I think she wrote granite, but granted, I can understand granite because that's how the punches felt. All this has been 5 years ago. He's done 3 years now. We still don't get along, but we have a respect. So he can still have a with our daughter. Now, you guys got the full story. And I'm comfortable with writing this because no one is going to know who we are. And out of the 15 years we were married, I only loved him for 7 of those years. And yes, I told him I was going to send you an email, and he was cool with it. Not like he could tell me not to, but have a good day, and thank you for reading my side of the story. So let me get this right. You said you were bored with him for most of the marriage. You said you only loved him for 7 of the 15, which meant for 8, you let this man stay in a situation that you were unhappy with, and rather than be honest with him and break it off, you kept him in a mental and emotional prison. Then you fucked his coworker, and you used the words, every time we got a chance to get a nut, where for a man to hear that is insane. Then you fucked his cousin, and you spat in his mama's face. To the listeners, and to the female listener, with all due respect, Ronald, I see why you beat the bitch up. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. But I'm joking, but I'm not joking. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. Holy fuck. You know, they say there's 3 sides to every story. Yours, mine, and the truth. She just told her side with the truth. Andy, I need you to be 100% honest. Now, I believe, and I don't want to speak for you, but I believe we still are of the same mindset. Just don't put your hands on a woman. But goddamn.
Okay, and we said this in the car earlier. I completely and totally understand with the idea of wanting to hit her. Her, here, whoever is in your relationship, because women know how to push those buttons. But you can't do it because she also said, she laid out the blueprint in there. She got what she wanted because of what she did. She wanted the child support, spousal support. She got the house. What did she say? She got everything. She got everything out of this. And all it cost was 2 black eyes. If I told you could have $1 million if you let Mike Tyson hit you one time, you're going to take it?
I need more than $1 million because after taxes,
okay,
that's $500
million
grand.
after taxes.
I still need more than $1 million. give me 2.
See, I'm poorer than you. I take the $1 million. Okay. You're getting, I'm not saying all women, but women like this, women who admitted it, who were using Ronald at that point because she was not in love with him anymore. She said it. Or maybe she was in love with him, but she was bored of who he was. Instead of trying to talk to him or put something together so that their life could have been different, she didn't. She went and fucked someone else. But at that point, she should have been out. She should have left. She should have been more of a woman. She should have been a woman.
I don't want to disrespect her, but prior to this, all we had was Ronald's version. And the way he made it seem, which wasn't as detailed as this, she simply cheated, she fucked another nigga in his bed, took him to court for child support, the end. And I'm like, you know, listen, people cheat. People get cheated on. Unfortunately, that's part of the game. So just for that, and I'm not saying there's any reason to ever hit a woman. But goddamn, the details. No disrespect to her. She's a horrible bitch. Because to be with a man for 15 years and only love him 7, and you kept him around for 8 unnecessary years.
To be the husband and the father.
The father.
And the breadwinner.
And to say that you were bored. At no point as an adult with immaturity, with maturity and just a good moral compass, don't you go, let me talk to him. Let me figure out. Let's talk about why I'm bored. Let's see if we can do something to change that. You did the most dangerous thing you could do this to a human being. And then on top of that, Ronald didn't mention you fucked his cousin. You fucked the other dude, but he didn't mention you spat in this nigga's mama's face. Yo.
Now,
all I hear right now is Dwayne curse. Keep your pimp hand strong.
Yeah, or you get another woman to go beat her ass because
right.
That's, again, but before I heard this, I said in his last email, but just before we read this, she worked him to get what she wanted, is basically what I said. She was playing chess while he was playing checkers on this.
And if that's on purpose, that's even more fucked up.
It was definitely on purpose. Listen, a woman doesn't have to fuck in her family bed. A dude will fuck her, pay for it, move her, do it anywhere else. She did it intentionally.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
There's clues in this fucking game, man. And but as much as you want to say about her, she did what she showed who she was, and she did what and you said it before, don't hate the player, hate the game. She played the game to get what she wanted out of this. She got everything she wanted, and who got played is Ronald. Now, I never said, Ronald, you never heard me once to say, Ronald, you're a horrible person. Ronald, you shouldn't. I said, you can't do that.
I even said, I don't know you personally, but I sense you're a good guy. I could be totally wrong.
And now that I've heard this, I'll give him a little bit extra on this. He did what he did, and then he took it like a man. I mean, he went and he did what he did. He didn't have to do that. Well, that's my point.
She took it like a man.
But he went to jail. He did his time. He did what he said, and he stood on it. So that's what he did. He didn't need to play into her game, though. That's where this all go. That's where this ends. So, man,
I could tell you right now, especially the brothers, the spit in the mama face part.
Yeah.
I know there's a whole lot of dudes right now, brothers listening, who heard that and went, oh, hell no. Or, oh, shit. If you saw a woman that you were dealing with spit in your mama's face, your mama, and you were actually standing there and watched it, what would you do? You instinctively wouldn't want to get that bitch the backhand?
Something would happen. Something would happen. I don't know what would happen, but something would happen. But see, for me, I would just call up my sister and say, someone just spit in mom's face. And we got to go take care of this.
Yeah, if you spit in a black man's mama's face, he's supposed to call somebody who name end with an Isha. Lakeisha, Tanisha, Lucretia, Manisha. There's got to be an Isha somewhere in your family to handle that bitch. Because that,
And in Ronald's last email,
I wonder why his mama didn't headbutt that bitch.
I can't wait till his mom writes in.
Dude, this is the soap opera called As the Punch Winds. This is to be continued. Trust me, I know this is to be continued. Ronald, man, goddamn, brother, this puts a whole nother stink on this doo-doo.
It puts stink on it, but it doesn't change his situation. And if he doesn't hit her, who knows if you paying what you're paying?
Listen, you might think about it as the lesser of two evils. Based on all that, he could have killed her.
Well, and he
didn't do that.
He also did say in the very beginning, he did it, and he was done with it. He was away from it.
I would like to hear from those same women, Alexa, Ash, AB, Shamar. Now that you've heard this, I'm probably going to say it's safe to assume that as women, you're still not going to co-sign that. But what, now that you've heard this, the fucking the cousin, the spitting in the mama face, the being with him only loving him 7 out of 15 years, being bored and not telling him, from a woman's point of view, what is this? How do y'all see this now?
Can I give one more point of view?
Yes.
And this one, I think
I won't interrupt you.
No, I think you'll like this one. Take it from a Sopranos point of view.
Oh shit! Can't wait to fuck on that ish.
How would Tony handle it? He's going to get his vengeance. He's going to
punch the fucking wall. Punch the fucking whatever the fuck that shit is, the styrofoam, whatever the fuck they call it. What do they call that shit? In the wall.
The drywall?
The fucking drywall. The same idea for fucking Carmela told me about fucking Furio. Oh, fucking poor you. He talked to you. He made me feel like I mattered.
Oh, that's fucking scene.
Now, but Tony takes care of it, and Tony doesn't go to jail for it.
Well, that's different.
No, but is it different? Because she played him. She played him to get what she wanted.
It's a different kind of, I'm going to take care of it.
But there is a different kind of take care of it.
That's when you go see Marlon Brando.
I don't want to
So this guy that you just fucked your wife, you want me to take care of the cousin too?
Listen, I'm not going to get it. We can't keep going down this road, but when the woman or when any person gets you to come out of who you are, your character, they win. Even if you feel like you got some retribution, they still won.
That kind of saying, I know what it's supposed to mean. Like, they got you to come out your character, so she won. I know, but sometimes them sayings and the rules to them sayings don't feel as good as what he did. And like you said, not saying it's right, but if he in his mind went, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do the time. Knowing I'm going to do the time and I'm going to take it like a man because that's what's going to make me feel better. I'm not saying it's right, but if he did it, he stood on it, he did the time. You know what I mean? Because maybe with all that, he went, that saying, if she gets me out of character, she wins. You spat on my mama, you fucked my cousin, you kept me in a prison I didn't need to be in emotionally, mentally. You fucked my coworker in my bed, you took my daughter, child support. Fuck a saying.
Well,
I need this to make me feel better.
But that's the other thing to what you're saying right now, too. You just said something interesting. You said kept you in a prison, emotional prison. So if it was an emotional prison, why not move over to the other prison? I mean, seriously, I understood what he's thinking. I just don't want anybody I don't want to go to jail.
I don't know if Johnny Depp actually said this. I posted this as a quote. Because, with these memes, they put celebrities on quotes that they didn't maybe say, but I don't know. But he said, the worst prison in the world is a home without peace. Be careful who you marry or fall in love with. And there were a few people who wrote in that and went, man, fuck that. Have you ever been to real prison? Johnny, that's a dumb quote. And they tried to compare what he was saying to actual prison. And I said, I'm sure real prison is worse, but y'all don't get what he's saying. And that quote speaks to me because I've done it twice in my marriage. There's nothing worse than being in a place where your home is supposed to be your sanctuary. A man's home is his castle. It's the one place you go to for refuge. When the world is kicking your ass, when everybody's making you feel like shit, when life is taking a dump on you and you're the world's personal toilet bowl, home is where you're supposed to kiss your kids, kiss your woman. She's supposed to massage your ego, touch your feelings, make you go, put your feet up. You know what I mean? And if you can't go home because it's a prison, there were times where I would get in a fight and I'd want to just drive. My father always taught me, before you hit a woman, don't ever hit a woman, go for a drive, go walk, get away. There were times where I would get so mad that I would fucking want to get in my car and leave. And this bitch would go, oh, so I guess you're going to your other bitch house. Now that's a fight when I come back from the fight. Because she believes I'm going to go be with my other baby mother when I'm going, no, I need a breath of fresh air because if I don't get it, I'm going to choke the shit out you. So I can't leave because now that's a fight when I come back. So now I'm forced to stay in this house where it's hell. I got nowhere to go. I don't have a release. So that's how come holes be in my walls. I'm hitting the drywall, nigga. Bottles get broken. I'm throwing shit. And to have to, that is your existence? Woo! Oh boy.
You know, I'm going to add my part on this. I like I said from the very beginning, I understand it.
Right.
I just not going to let anybody put me where they want me. No, she got what she wanted because she was able to manipulate somebody. There's a difference also between working out of like actual anger and passion and then being manipulated by someone. And she, according to her letter,
both.
But yeah, she manipulated him. She got what she wanted out of him.
That's crazy.
So
woo. Have you ever thought in your mind how you would feel? I know how you would feel, but what you believe? Because again, I know you say that, and I know I say that, but I don't want to go to jail, nigga. So I just know I'm not gonna. But do you? If you walked home, if you came home and you walked in your house, boom, you get in, and you see your girl fucking another guy, sucking his dick, you honestly believe in that moment of rage, you're not gonna do nothing crazy?
I want to fuck up the guy.
Right.
But the other part is, with that, I know this is going to sound weird, but when that usually happens, there's some inkling that there's something wrong with the relationship anyway.
Anyway, right.
And that's, to me, if that happens, that means this is over. That's like, I think that is angry. You're going to be angry. Obviously, you're going to be angry because your suspicions were right, and then you were shown something, and now you can't deny it.
Right.
But that's the out. That's like I can move on.
Right.
I mean, what more do you want than? But there's no bigger
Right.
there's no bigger ta-da moment than it's time
Right.
for you to go than that moment.
Right. Oh goodness. All right, Ronald. I'm sure we'll hear from you again. Yeah, and the words of Corey Holcomb, that's a lousy bitch. Damn. All right, this is quick. Only because it was funny to me. Probababa. Fuck y'all for not responding to my last email, even though I said please fucking respond. Anyway, fuck y'all. I don't know if we lost Probaba.
We lost his email apparently.
Yeah. So shit. Hey nigga, it take time to get to everything.
To right hook though, I'm going to leave him with this. You ready?
Yes.
The only way that you turn all this into a win, and I know you've talked about it, and I'm glad that you wrote on here now. Now I understand it more, and I'm glad you wrote. Turn this into a screenplay. Make $1 million off this.
Right.
Spend that money on yourself.
Right.
And she doesn't get none of it because you're not together anymore. That's the win, man. That's the win.
Brother. All right, you want to give us some dates?
Yeah. Where are we right now?
We are in Tacoma.
That ends. There we go. Tacoma. Yeah, so we are. Oh yeah, man. This on the 30th through the 30th of June through the July 2nd. We're at Jacksonville Comedy Zone in Florida. We haven't been there in a long time.
Yeah, Florida.
And then we're going to find ourselves July 7th through the 10th at the Irvine Improv. And then Aries is going to be at the Kansas City Improv the 15th to the 16th of July with
Gerard Guillory.
And then on the 21st to the 24th, our first time at the Blue Room Comedy Club in Springfield, Missouri. And then the 28th to the 30th will be at the Comedy Zone in Charlotte. We're going to follow that up real quick with just a couple more just so you get you guys where we're at. We're going to be at this is another opening of a new comedy club that we've never been at. It's our friend Casey from
Phoenix.
And he has
a Boston guy.
Yeah, and he has a partner who's great. Her name is Hillary, and they're I don't know. I haven't been to the club yet. I've heard nothing but amazing things. It's called Mic Drop Comedy. That's in San Diego. And I'm going to be there. Yeah, we're there the 5th through the 7th of August. I'm going to be there the 4th. I get one night headlining on my own. Yay, me. And then we'll be in the Chicago Improv the 11th through the 14th. And then at the Stress Factory in Bridgeport, Connecticut, which we haven't been to for a minute either.
Yeah.
And that's 18th through the 20th.
All right. This comes to us from Javon Mays. Twitter at JV Friday the 13th. Instagram, JV Friday the 13th. Facebook at JV Friday the 13th. Oh, shit. Goodness gracious. While we were here in Tacoma, we stopped at one of our regular spots from Triple D. Soul Kitchen?
Southern Kitchen.
Southern Kitchen. And I had the chicken fried steak with brown gravy and rice. Sound like a jazz guy doing this. Had the chicken fried steak with the brown gravy and rice. The collard greens with vinegar pepper sauce and hot sauce. Macaroni and cheese, 2 catfish fillets, and a Diet Pepsi. And he had the soulful, soothing sounds to his palate. He had hash browns and he had chicken fried steak with a white sauce, very little onions, and scrambled eggs. What'd you have to drink?
A smooth cup of black coffee.
Smooth cup of black coffee, integrated?
Slightly.
Slightly.
It wasn't gentrified.
It wasn't gentrified.
But
So
it was integrated.
it was basically Harlem with 3 hunkies. All right. So those belches are it's the only way that sounds right.
Yeah, but I just like how coffee became gentrified or integrated. I don't know. That was very funny.
Yeah,
Very
jet black coffee, very strong. Was a little weakened by the gentrification of white cream. So, like anything else, potency is best when it's black, but when white people get a hold of it, it loses its strength. Phrases like bling bling, the bomb, you know what it is. Keep it black, keep it strong. All right. And JV Friday 13th is spelled JV FRIDAY THE, the number 13, and then TH, the 13th. YouTube at JV Friday the 13th, Hoodlum. And this is his song. Please enjoy. We'll see you guys next week.
Spears and Steinberg.
Thanks for listening to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. If you'd like to know who's responsible for this shit, it was hosted by Ari Spears and Andy Steinberg, produced by Steve Merrick and Anthony Holmes, executive producer, Big Papa, Robert Kelly, and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button podcast. For more information on where to find us on the internet, visit SpearsburgPod.com.